Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle. Or welcome back. It's great to have you here. It's great to be here. I am, of course, in my own home, so I like it here. I'm going to be doing your November 2020 general tarot reading. As usual, I like to start with a prayer. I've got some candles lit for you already, as well as some really lovely incense. Smells really good. I pray for everyone who clicks on this video today. I pray that you are happy, that you are healthy, that you and your loved ones are safe, that you are blessed, that you are being kind and gentle with the people you meet, and that all your best wishes are coming true. Let's get started, Virgo. So, what's up, Virgo? November 2020. What's going on for my Virgo collective? What does Virgo need to know this November, or whenever they felt compelled to click on this video? Cross watchers are welcome as well, of course. What do we have for the Virgo collective? That's Virgo sun or moon or ascendant, or anyone who felt compelled to watch this video today. What do you need to hear? One more shuffle here. Virgo. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do 6 lines. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So same rainbow spread I did last month, but it is evolving with me as a reader. I'm doing 6 lines today instead of 5 because I like the number 6 better. Number 6 is all about regeneration, learning from the past. It's also about soulmates, health. It's just a better number than 5, in my opinion. Okay, so in your present energy, Virgo, we've got the 7 of Spades, we've got the King of Hats, we have the Magician, and we have the 8 of Diamonds. I feel like some of you are manifesting some new beginning for yourselves, and it has to do with some sort of talent that you have. You've been working hard developing your skills in some area. At the same time, something I also see is 7 of Spades, somebody around you may be a little bit shady or deceptive or in it for themselves. Or this can also be about your energy. Hopefully you're not being shady, but 7 of Spades can also be just about independence. It's about somebody looking out for their own needs. You may be a little bit in your emotions this month with the King of Hats, but not really like sharing that with the world, you know, really calm on the surface, a little bit dramatic deep down. There's some deep, deep emotions here, but you're appearing very calm. I'm going to get some clarifiers and see what you're manifesting here. Oh, we have the 10 of Hearts. Beautiful. And we have the 4 of Diamonds. So it's about your happiness and your stability. The 10 of Hearts is associated with a happy family, but that could mean anything to you. It doesn't, necessarily mean you have kids at home. It may be you and your partner, you and your roommates, you and your pets, whatnot. Very focused on making sure that not only are you happy, but everybody's happy, and that you feel safe and secure. Maybe watching your money really closely, but there's some new beginning that you're working on, and it has to do with something you've been doing for a while, but there's sort of like this new energy about it. Like there's like some kind of big win to do with a project you've already been working on, or there's like a new enthusiasm to bring something out there into the world that you haven't shown to people. Something that'll bring in a lot of happiness and a lot of stability. But yeah, there's I think this King of Hearts is somebody around you who's a little shady. They seem to want to offer you something. So it could be somebody who is either trying to offer you a job or make a deal with you. I'm kind of getting that vibe. And I don't fully trust them. They could be a water sign. King of Cups, aka King of Hats or Hearts, is generally associated with a Pisces, or could be a Scorpio or a Cancer, but they don't have to be. But it would be somebody who I'm getting like still waters run deep. Somebody who's very calm, but they're very deep. They have a lot of deep emotions. I just feel like there's something shady here. There may be something, it's almost like they offer you a deal and then it kind of goes south, or they change their mind at the last minute. I would just be aware of that. It could be somebody you're dealing with it if this isn't your energy. but it seems to be related to your work. Other than that, like I said, you're manifesting something new here. That's you're really putting a lot of work into it, and you're really showing your talents, and you are manifesting like a really happy new beginning here. Like feels really good. Let's see what else is going on with you, Virgo. Recent past. We've got the 10 of Wands. Somebody's been working incredibly hard. We have the Empress. Beautiful. 7 of Diamonds, aka Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Yeah, wow. So I feel like you guys have been very comfortable at home. On the one hand, it's like you like being home. You're taking care of everybody. You've got this wonderful feminine energy around you. Even if you weren't a female, there's a real focus on the home and of also being patient. The Empress with the Hanged Man at the top. The Hanged Man is actually like the next octave of the Empress. It is card number 12. 1 plus 2 adds up to 3. 3 is the number of the Empress. These cards, both of them, are associated with this idea of patience. I feel like you've been as patient as you possibly can. And at times it's felt like really impossible. It feels like a giant burden with the 10 of Clubs here. It feels like you've been working incredibly hard on something. You also have the 7 of Diamonds at the bottom and wondering like, when am I going to see the end of this? It feels like you have to just keep working. Okay, the sun is weird now, so I'm going to go over here. Sorry if that's annoying. There's like a weird shadow. The thing about the 10 of Clubs in this deck is like this dinosaur, oh, I have to go this way. Sorry. This dinosaur is like very proud. He looks very proud to be able to carry all these peppermills, which represent the suit of wands in this deck. He's like, yeah, I got it. I'm big. I'm a dinosaur. I can handle it. And I do get that sense from you, Virgo, that you take a lot of pride in your ability to get things done. Also in your ability to take care of the people around you. Like you've got this very nurturing vibe about you right now. But it also feels like you've been just working really, really hard and you've been kind of like carrying the brunt of the burdens. And it wouldn't hurt to ask other members of your household to maybe chip in a little bit more. Like I feel like it's a little bit too much, you know. You're almost like the sacrificial lamb with the Hanged Man up there, you know, and you feel like you have no choice in the matter, but there may be an easier way to do some things, to get some things done. And like I said, don't be afraid to ask for help from other people, because you shouldn't have to do all of the work yourself. Do you know what I mean? 7 of Diamonds here says, you know, the work will pay off. The work that you do with regards to like your work. I'm not talking about household work because that's just never ending. But there's like a work challenge and you go from the 7 of Diamonds to the 8 of Diamonds, and 8 of Diamonds says rewards are coming. And so this is really positive. It might feel sometimes like it's just never ending work and you're getting nowhere. But that's not what's happening. You are going to have some kind of big win this month, going from the Empress to the Magician. It's like the Empress is like the feminine, like receptive vibe. It's like, actually, she combines the Magician with the High Priestess. The Magician is number 1. High Priestess would be number 2. So we have the masculine creation vibe, and then the High Priestess is like the receptive feminine vibe, and then the Empress actually combines both of those energies into one. So she's a creator and she's receptive and receiving kind of at the same time. She's like making magic and being very patient and watching it unfold, which is what you are doing this month, Virgo. Let's look at a little further into your future. Let's look at what is hidden in this line here. Oh, we have the World. Wow. We have the 10 of Spades. We have the 2 of Hearts. And we have Justice. So there's like a major turning point coming up, which is cool because like we've got a couple 10s going now and we've got a couple aces, right? The Magician is the ace of all aces and then the ace here. And the World is actually the last card in the major arcana. This is about an ending, a level up. I'm trying to put it somewhere where you can see it. There, that's better. Hey, this is like if it were a video game, you've gone through all the levels and you're ready for a new game. You know, some of you could be going viral in some area, or something that you're going to do is really going to catch on. It's going to bring you a lot more rewards than you expected. Some of you have just been through a big cycle and you've learned a lot of lessons and you're ready for a new thing. So, which doesn't surprise me. Like when you have a lot of 10s and aces at the same time in your reading, it means you're ending a cycle and you're starting something new, right? There's an ending here. 10 of Swords. There's something, it's like kind of a painful ending. Let's see what this is about. The Ace of Spades here which is actually the equivalent in numerology to the 10 of spades, right? You have one ending, you have a new beginning. There's some kind of painful truth here. But then we also have the wish card. So there's some kind of painful truth needs to come out. It's not something you know immediately, but in the end, it turns out to be for the best because you do have the wish card here, like clarifying all of this. So once the truth is out there and you put an end to whatever this painful thing is, you get to move forward, like with your dreams. And it's like you're laying down your burdens. Like you don't have to worry about this anymore. You know, it could have been somebody difficult around you that you dealt with. It could be somebody around you that's drinking a lot too, and there's like a painful conversation around that. 9 of Hearts can be like too much of a good thing, and often, like with the 9 of Cups, we see all these cups. So that just made me think of somebody who's drinking or maybe even smoking too much, and there may be like a painful conversation of like, you know what, we need to take a break, or you know, you need to take a break, need to take a break from this. But it seems like this is all for the best. You're going to be laying down some sort of burden here, and manifesting a dream, a wish come true, again with this victory card here. And there's the card of justice on top of it all. So I get the vibe like it's all good, like things are going to work out in your favor, but you may have felt wronged in some way. And it's actually diagonally, it's lining up with this 7 of Spades situation, which showed up twice, the same card with the King of Hats. So could be dealing with a water sign in your life that has either been dishonest or is just getting into trouble a little bit too much. And I feel you're putting your foot down, whatever that means for you, but it's going to be like a huge weight off your shoulders when you do, if that applies to you. We got the love card here. So somebody loves you and is not telling you. Amazing. Followed by the 4 of Hearts, can be true love. And we have an ambitious woman here. So again, a queen, you know, it could be a man who's in his queen energy, who has a little bit more of this feminine, kind of gracious, caring vibe. But typically this would represent a woman in the tarot, a fire sign or even a water sign. The Queen of Wands is water of the suit of fire. So it could be someone who has both fire and water influences. Could be a Pisces, could be an Aries, could be anybody. But this is somebody who's very ambitious, also very seductive, someone who's got this like sexy vibe about them. And the message seems to be here. There's somebody who fits this description, who loves you, Virgo. So maybe a secret admirer, maybe even a friend too. Like, for some of you, I feel like you may have a friend that you've had some sort of falling out with, or that you haven't heard from in a long time. And they actually care about you very much, and they think about you in a more positive light than you would think, you know, like it may be that you guys feel like you're not on the same team, or there was some sort of group fallout and that person kind of disappeared out of your life, but they're remembering you really fondly and maybe wanting to reconnect. Like there's like best friend vibes here, but there's also like true love vibes. So for some of you, this could be romantic, as somebody's loving you. I like that. And maybe they're coming around, because sometimes with the World card, it brings people from the past around again, you know. Not necessarily for everyone, but I wouldn't worry. I feel like everything that happens this month, even if parts of it are like a little bit uncomfortable or whatever, it seems to be working out for the best. So I like that. And let's look a little further into your future here. We've got the Judgment card. We've got the 7 of Hearts. We've got the King of Oysters. I love this card so much. It's like equivalent to the King of Pentacles. That's my rich daddy card. But it's just so cute. Look at this rabbit. He's like so proud. Proud rabbit. I love it. I love it. Let's see what's at the top here. I love this card too. 6 of Diamonds. This is associated with wealth, like a lump sum of money or an inheritance. So some of you are going to be getting an inheritance this month. And I think it has to do with an older, wealthy man. So could be a father, could be like a rich uncle. And with the Judgment card here, it's like the deeds that you've done in the past are paying off. I feel like for those of you that this is an inheritance, like congratulations, that's good news. If this was somebody you were always kind with, and maybe if you weren't even necessarily that close with them, they're remembering you fondly. Even with Justice here, I feel like you may be getting some legal papers, right? Like, so that would make sense for an inheritance. Yeah, like you've been seen in a good light, like somebody who's done good deeds and has been, you know, a good person. And are, remembered in the will. So it's really good. You got a lot of options around you. You're going to want to pick wisely. Let me show you this one too, because it's really great. And I don't think you can see them all down there. There we go. Bunny with a whole bunch of hats in front of him. And there's all different things in those hats, right? There's a wreath. There's a monster. There's a ghost. There's a tree, a castle. And he's like, ooh, like, this is great. Like, I've got all these options and I'm not sure which one to choose. It's great to have options, right? It's better to have options than having no options. So it is really exciting. But there's also this feeling of like, I got to choose the right thing, right? So listen to your heart, listen to your gut, and exercise good judgment this month. I think also with this card showing up, you may be kind of like looking back on the people in your life and some recent experiences and learning from the past, or even looking at things like in a different light and trying to see things maybe in a different way. This could have to do with the situation down here too, like remembering someone and thinking, did I judge that person too harshly? Like, was that person really that bad? Were they mean to me? Did I say something that upset them, that made them lash out this way? Or, like maybe you may have thought of somebody as your enemy, but it turns out that they were a good friend all along. It just depends on how you look at it. So there may be some interesting conversations to have this month. Again, we're still in this Mercury retrograde situation that's going to be ending November 3rd. But then the second week after it goes direct, things are always a little bit weird. I'm just getting some clarifiers up here. There's a need for rest and healing showing up with the Judgment card with the Four of Spades here. So I do feel like, for a lot of you, you're learning from the past. You're also kind of like having to let yourself off the hook a little bit, and other people around you, there's a healing vibe here. There may be some apologies exchanged, or there may be just a sense of like, let's just take a break. Let's just take a break and just like allow each other to kind of take a breath. With the Seven of Hearts, Seven of Cups, there was some sort of ending here. There was a feeling of being left out in the cold, and it may have to do with your friend group, or even a lover around you who was like kind of shady, somebody who maybe just saw you as an option with the option card here. But with the Five of Diamonds, it says you have at least one or maybe even two people in your corner who are going to support you through thick and through thin. So whatever kind of ending has happened here, this is the same card, right? Ten of Spades. You're always going to have at least one or two people in your corner that are going to be there for you. So don't worry about, ending something that has to end. Or looking back and making sense of something that has ended here. So there could be a bit of an uncomfortable moment, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. I feel like things are going to work out really, really well. I also see you taking a journey to maybe reunite with some family members. Hopefully you're social distancing, maybe even just communicating with people at a distance, like over the internet with the Eight of Hearts. Could also be putting some drama behind you. And that would make sense because, again, the Ten of Spades showing up twice, moving away from a dramatic situation and into a space of more like cooperation, and you could be working with this rich fella. For those of you who the thing I said about the inheritance does not apply, this could be somebody that you're working with, or even somebody you're in a relationship with. Generally, a rich man could be an earth sign, could even be a fire sign, King of Oysters, but generally somebody who's very generous, like a very good provider, supporter type, somebody who is usually a boss type, running their own business. And so it looks like you're putting some drama behind you with this person, and you're focusing on cooperation, working with them, combining your talents, So this does feel really, really positive. And look at how much yellow is in your spread. A lot of yellow, a lot of green. It feels like the sun is shining on you for sure, and outshining any little bits of darkness, that might be coming up. Let's look at what's motivating you this month, and then we're going to get some advice. You have the Page of Hats. We've got the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Flamingos. I swear to God, you're like the third group I've read for so far for November that has the Ace of Flamingos in this position. This is somebody who is in it to win it. Can you see? You see the crown and the wreaths on top of the flamingo? This would usually be a sword. It's like the sword of Excalibur. But in this case, we have a flamingo, which is great because it's not as violent as a sword. But you're definitely thinking about winning. I got to win it. I got to win it. I also think You want to make best use of the opportunities that are around you. There may be opportunities at a distance or things that you have to do online to connect with people far away that you can't be there for in person. And I also think that friendship is a big motivator this month. Wanting to be a good friend. Page of Hats is a very sincere person, typically a young person too. So some of you could be thinking about a young person in your family and just wanting to do what's best for them, wanting to provide for them and make sure that they're safe. Or even helping them to pursue these opportunities. For others, this is just about your vibe, just like being a good friend. And on the one hand, like you're really career focused right now, wanting to be successful and to make best use of all these opportunities. But you're also like just wanting to be a good person, wanting that happiness, that 10 of hearts that showed up right in the middle of your spread, manifesting not just wins and financial security, but also just good times with friends and family and feeling happy, despite the challenges that we're all facing right now. So I really like this vibe, Virgo, really liking it a lot. It feels very sincere. I just need a sip of water. I apologize. I've got some incense going here and I'm like choking on the smoke a little bit. It's like a little smoky. It's okay. I'm going to be done soon. I'm going to take a break from this kitchen. I've got some advice here. We got the 4 of diamonds. We've got the Ace of hearts. So that's what, your second ace? No, your third ace. 3 aces so far, Virgo. 7 of wands. Okay, 7 of wands says stick up for yourself. Have strong boundaries. Again, there may be somebody in your vicinity that's up to no good, that's deceptive. Or, some player trying to come back from the past, whatever that is. Have strong boundaries. You don't need to let anybody walk all over you. You've gotten to a higher ground here and you need to defend your position. So don't let anyone take advantage of you, Virgo. Also, again, I think I said this earlier, don't let people make you do all the work. Don't feel like you need to be doing everything for everyone at all times. People can do their own dishes. People can clean up after themselves. There's no reason why you should be doing all the work while other people are just kind of coasting along, relaxing and letting you do it for them, right? So you may need to be a little bit more firm in that. Share the work. 4 of diamonds is saying, watch your budget, watch your budget closely this month. We're all kind of in that vibe, hey, with the pandemic. It is, tightening up a little bit of an austerity vibe, but you've got really good cards indicating wealth here. So it's I'm not even worried about it for you, but it's just saying, just keep within your budget and then you won't have to be stressed out later when you get the credit card bill in the mail. Ace of hats, beautiful, beautiful energy here. It's about the love. Listen to your heart. Focus on the people, places, things, hobbies that make your heart sing. There's this overflowing feeling of happiness and love. Look for the love in other people as well. I gave this same advice to another group earlier that had the same position. Look for the love when you speak with people. Look for their heart. Try and see what their true intentions are, rather than, getting offended and assuming that they're trying to insult you or something. Try and, look into their eyes and see their heart and connect with that. And I think people will respond to that when you make the initiative. But overall, this is looking really beautiful, Virgo. Lots of new beginning energies, even if it's not something totally new that you're starting. I just feel like a sense of renewal. There's like a new energy with love, with truth, with, manifesting everything that you want. There's a real sincere, dedicated, hardworking vibe coming through. And I like it. And with the world here, you're ready for a whole new world. So I like it a lot. Hey, you have 3 sevens too. Maybe even more. 4 sevens. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might want to buy a lottery ticket. I'm just saying that could be really lucky. It could be a really lucky month for you. So I like it a lot. I'm going to get an oracle card to close out your reading. I have the Wisdom of the Oracle this month by Colette Baron Reed. This is kind of a mini version of that deck for little hands like myself. What oracle messages do we have for Virgo for November 2020, please? What does Virgo need to hear, please? November 2020. Okay, here we go. Message in a bottle. Ooh, I like this. So this makes me think somebody has something they want to tell you. And you may need to dig a little bit to get that message. Maybe if you have a hunch, maybe follow it. Someone has something they've got to communicate with you. They've got to get off their chest. And I feel like it's going to be better than you think. So if you do have like a spidey sense about reaching out to someone, particularly like an old friend that you've lost touch with or that you maybe had a difficult falling out with. I think this card says, you should maybe follow that hunch. Maybe just check in. Because I think there's something good to be had there. There's a sense of friendship wanting to come through here. So I would try, let's get another one. Oops, this one came up. It says no place like home. And we have observer and we have milk and honey. I apologize, Virgo, my video cut off there. So just start up again. No place like home, observer, and milk and honey. There's a really, really sweet vibe coming through here. We have a rainbow here as well. I feel you are going to be very happy at home this month. There's some really, really good times to be had. And this observer card here is just telling me, like, pay attention to the people around you and pay attention to the people you haven't heard from in a while as well. Along with the message in a bottle card that we got earlier, I was really getting the message that you should kind of follow a hunch. If you need to reach out to somebody or you just have a feeling like you should, or you're maybe observing their social media and feeling like you need to reach out, I would follow that. And I think there's some really good times to be had. I also feel like people are really going to appreciate the efforts that you make, and the sense of friendship and like the feeling of caring. So there's some really, really good times ahead, and really sincere, lovely, friendly vibes coming through here. So I hope you have an excellent month, Virgo. I want to thank you again for watching, for joining me here. I really appreciate your support. I hope at least some of this resonated with you. If it didn't, of course, it's just cards. You can just forget it. If it did, I'd love to hear about it. And until the next time, take excellent care of yourselves. All the best. I hope to see you again really soon. Bye.